The ANC in KwaZulu-Natal says it will hold a media briefing today in the wake of former President Jacob Zuma's incarceration at the Estcourt Correctional Centre last night. Zuma handed himself over at the 11th hour after several failed attempts to avoid jail time through the courts. As we continue with the reactions to the news, let's now talk to the president of the ANC Veterans League, Dr. Snuki Zikalala. Dr. Zikalala, very good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us. What's your reaction to Zuma's imprisonment last night?
Yeah, good morning, Simpio, and good morning to your viewers. For us, it's a very sad day and a very sad occasion that one of us who has been with us in the trenches and when he came back into the country was responsible for the drafting of the constitution and was sent deep into KZN to make sure that we win that province and we bring down violence that was happening in KZN. And today, he's been sent to jail. And so it is very sad. But at the same time, we are saying that we believe in the rule of law. We believe in constitutional democracy. We believe that we're all equal before the law. And that's what we were fighting for. That's what we achieved. That's what thousands of our people, a majority of South Africans, strive for and they achieved. And so that must be respected. And so we are saying that on the one side was said, on the other side, we are saying that the rule of law has been reinforced in our country to make sure that African National Congress governs properly, and also it builds ethical leaders, leaders who have got impeccable credentials, who will be able to serve society and not self-serving.
You know, Mr. Zikalala, it suffices to mention that it's not really the end of the road for Zuma, because there's a long list of possibilities. Remember that the rescission of sentence case is still yet to be heard by the Pietermaritzburg on the 12th of July. So the outcome could be on either side. And I spoke to a reporter earlier on. He said that if the courts rule in favor of Zuma, he might be released. I mean, anything could happen. He could get a presidential pardon. Anything is possible. So whatever happens, will the ANC, in particular the Veterans League, stand by Zuma?
No, it's not a question of standing by Zuma. We believe in the independence of the justice system, and not by him. But we are saying that as a citizen of the country, he's got rights like any other person. And so if the decision is that he must be released from prison, it's well accepted in as far as we're concerned. He is a member of the Veterans League. At the same time, what we are saying is that everybody must be held accountable. Everybody is equal before the law. We believe in the independence of the judiciary, and we won't interfere with the judiciary. That's what the African National Congress stands for. And so if they say he must be released, that's most welcome. If they say he should not be released, must serve his 15-month sentence, what else can we do? That's what the justice system has said.
Last year, Mr. Zikalala, you blasted former President Jacob Zuma and accused him of fomenting factionalism within the party, and you accused him of instigating a regime change. Do you still hold that thought? Do you still hold that position?
Well, the position we had at that time when he issued a statement, it was when he refused to appear in front of the state in front of the zone commission. We said it's unacceptable, especially for a president who instituted the state commission, who appointed the Deputy Chief Justice Zondo, and all of a sudden he decided to defy. And so we are saying that it's unacceptable. It was unacceptable for him, of course, to keep on holding public meetings and saying that he's prepared to go to jail and he has served sentences in jail, 10-year sentence. It's unacceptable for a former president of the African National Congress and of the country to have said so. And so we are very, very disappointed with his behavior. And of course, we're not happy, even to leading up to the run-up until he got he himself handed himself over last night. We're not happy with what was happening at Nkandla, because as a leader, he should not have allowed 1,000 people to gather at Nkandla and for them to say he's not going anywhere. And it's unacceptable. We believe in the independence of the judiciary. That's what we believe in. And so as a leader, as a former president of the ANC and the former president of the country, he should make sure that he does not instigate and incite people not to obey the law. That's what we are not happy with.
And in terms of the general administration of the law, do you think that he was treated fairly? Because he raised the argument that he was imprisoned without trial.
Well, in as far as I'm concerned, is that the justice system has decided that he should serve 15 months in prison for contempt of court. We saw exactly what he did. Unfortunately, he's the one who left the proceedings and without even informing the judge. You can't do that. It's unacceptable. And so he was treated fairly. He was given opportunities. They even asked him, the Chief Justice Mogoeng said, tell us exactly what should we do. And he never responded positively. And so what should we do, really? That was his own choice. And it's unfortunate that it happened to him, and it should not have happened to him. That's what it should not happen. It should have happened that way, as is one of the drafters of the Constitution of South Africa. He's one of the people who fought that this Constitution should be there, should be what we have. He's one who said all of us should be equal before the law. And so he has to be exemplary. And unfortunately, he was not. That is why he was convicted for contempt of court. And so what else can we do, really?
There's been concerns about the national security of the country being compromised if he was ultimately incarcerated. And that particular threat came largely from his support base. And we've seen supporters saying that they would die for Zuma. If Zuma is arrested, there will be bloodshed in the country. And the concern from the security forces in particular, do you think it was a genuine concern? And do you get an indication that that's where we are headed to, the bloodshed, now that Zuma is in jail?
No. There won't be any bloodshed in the country. But Comrade Zuma is in jail. There won't be any bloodshed. We have strong security in the country. We've got strong intelligence in the country. We've got strong police in the country. And I think we know what bloodshed is. Some of us, we lived in the continent, in Zambia, and we've been in the DRC. We know what bloodshed is. And so the bloodshed won't happen. It won't happen, not in our country. You saw exactly what happened on Sunday. The police managed. They worked extremely well. They managed to quell the attempt by certain individuals to bring about instability in KZN. And so our police are becoming well-trained. They're able to handle violent situations. And our people won't be able to do that. No, our people believe in democracy. Our people believe in building a new economy in the country. I believe our people, the Veterans League that is here, wants to ensure that we build an economy that is going to sustain especially and ensure that majority of our people are employed, and ensuring that we come out of this economic malaise that we have. And those who definitely got on the wrong side of the law, they must face the consequences. We can't die for an individual. You die for your ideals. We are saying that we are prepared to ensure that to prepare that all our members must obey the law. All our members must support constitutional dispensation. All our members must know that the rule of law is supreme in our country.
All right, Dr. Snuki Zikalala, great chatting to you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.